Today will be remembered as the day that I got destroyed in the comment section. Hey guys, don't know if you can tell by my hair, but it's been a long night. East versus West 9 just completed. What a spectacular event once again. Thank you, Engin. Just wanted to go over my predictions that I made in the previous video. Left my predictions for all of the matches, if you guys didn't know, in the description. Just gonna flash them on the screen right now. But yeah, we want to go over one by one the predictions, how it turned out, what I was thinking, some of my thoughts. And yeah, first one to go over, first match of the night, Dustin Hyatt from USA versus Thomas Mangi from Italy. Thomas, to my knowledge, he was a 65 kilo puller, 65 sometimes competing in 70 because the strength pool isn't as high at the 65 kilo level. And yeah, absolutely destroyed the young man, the young up-and-coming talent from the USA. We've seen Dustin doing so well these past couple of months, over the past year or so, in all his other matches, but that just goes to show the levels there are in arm wrestling. Thomas Mangi, usually weighing around 65 kilos, stepping it up for this match and absolutely stonewalling Dustin every single round. No contest. Next round we have my man Grundy. Brad, he is such an awesome guy. I had him not as the favorite for this match just because of his performance against the Korean champion a couple of months back recently. But wow, kudos to you. Took down Kyle Hutchinson in a very convincing fashion first couple of rounds. Still had some doubts there, but yeah, by the end of it, I had no doubts in your ability whatsoever, Brad. That was an amazing performance, 3-0. Moving on to another American, we have Derek Smith versus Mehdi something. Not gonna try and pronounce his last name. Derek, everyone thought that Derek wasn't really gonna win this because of his losing streak leading up to this. Derek hasn't really had the best cards in the past couple of East versus Wests. But yeah, Derek doing really well. Mehdi took one round off of him, but other than that, Derek really showed quite a lot of dominance. His hand, his wrist, back pressure, everything was super solid. Didn't give any inch to Mehdi, and quite dominating performance. Very good for Derek. For this one, I had Derek losing, but yeah, turns out that he won. The next match, everyone is usually favored towards Adam. So we have Artur Makarov versus Adam Rwinski. The weight difference between the two is absolutely huge. I think it was like 10 plus kilos. Artur used to compete in like 70, 75 kilos, and Adam is more of like a 90 kilo guy. So very surprising that Artur took one round, the first round off of Adam. But after that, Adam sort of found his groove, found the way to win. Pretty much denied Artur from escaping to the strap a lot of the time. Just had complete hand dominance, and Artur was basically on the defensive pretty much for the entire 3 rounds after his first win. So not a very surprising match, but surprising that Artur did manage to take one round off. Kudos to him. Really solid lightweight puller. Next up, we have Ferit Osmanli versus Zaranov. I was so completely wrong for this one. I thought Ferit was gonna have the home ground advantage. I thought Engin wanted to set up some Turkish wins, but Zaranov immediately when he stepped up to the table, you can tell he was a different animal. Everyone seems to call him a Neanderthal or the missing link or whatever. And yeah, been told by friends who've met him in real life that this guy is really built different. His bone structure, everything is just so thick, so dominating, such an imposing figure. Yeah, and it really showed on the table. Very dominating win by Georgiy Saranov. Hats off to him. Next up, we have the first left-handed match of the night. We have Ivan Matyushenko versus Davit Arabuli. So this one, I think it's another match where everyone had Ivan Matyushenko as the heavy favorite. Multiple-time world champion at the 110 kilo class, I think. On the left hand, multiple-time Russian national champion as well. And Ivan is really known for his hook and his left hand. So I don't think this one, there was really any controversy with this. One absolutely dominating in an absolutely dominating performance. Nothing much to say about this one. 3-0. Very easy win for Ivan. Next up we have Irakli Zirakashvili versus Davit Dadikyan. Now this one surprised me. I predicted Irakli to win actually, with a slight edge toward Irakli, but man, what was I wrong? He absolutely got destroyed. Irakli just couldn't get it past the center. He could not access his power at all. Davit Dadikyan, I didn't know that his right was that strong, but if I probably tried to do a bit more research into him training with Denis Saplankov, stuff like that, maybe I might have shifted my opinion a little bit, but I honestly had Irakli as a super heavy favorite for this one. Very surprising, incredible performance by Dadikyan. Moving on to the next one, another Davit, this time Davit Samushia versus fellow countryman Vala Ichqiti. I actually know Vala Ichqiti. We competed at the Dubai King of the Table International Tournament last year, where he came in, I believe it was third behind the two Bulgarians, Bojidar and the professor Svetan. Yes. And over there, he already looked super strong to me. Had really intense wars with Bojidar that day. I did not doubt Vala's level, and it really showed in this match against Davit Samushia, who is a world-class athlete in his own right, a champion. And Vala Ichqiti showed that he was up there. He was really close. He even took one match, the first round, off of Davit Samushia. So it won't really be long before he starts, getting a couple more wins. And yeah, ex-junior WAF medalist, ex-national medalist in Georgia. There's so many strong people in Georgia. Very impressive performance on both sides. Linn versus Ruslan Babyev. This is sort of the revenge match or avenge match. Linn, we all know, had a controversial win over Ruslan's brother Rustam Babyev at one of the previous East versus Wests. But this one, I don't think anyone really had Ruslan winning or even having him have a chance against Paul. The weight discrepancy is too big, and Ruslan has historically always been the weaker of the two brothers. So if Paul was able to beat Rustam, I don't think Ruslan really had much chance, and that showed in the match. Predicted 0-3, and yeah, that's what happened. Next up, another left-hand match. This one was very hyped up. Evgeny Prudnyk versus Davit Dadikyan, left hand. Now, last time Davit Dadikyan fought against Artur Morozov at the King of the Table, everyone thought that Dadikyan should have won that match. His left hand is really incredible, especially for his weight, the low heavyweight type of guy, like 110 kilo class, pretty much supposed to be untouchable. But Prudnyk, wow, I don't know how he pulled out the stops on this one, coming back from behind. Really incredible. The Russian community, even though I know Dadikyan is not Russian, but he's Armenian, but he usually trains with the Russians. They are so pissed off at this. Prudnyk, really a showman, being able to take this to the tiebreaker and winning 3-2. Really incredible. Shows the endurance that Prudnyk is known for. His hook, really strong. And yeah, first couple of rounds, we all thought that, or at least I thought that Prudnyk was done for. Dadikyan was pretty much dominant those first two rounds or so, but yeah, after that third one, My mindset started to switch a little bit, and yeah, very good job to Prudnyk. Next up, Todd Hutchings versus Ibragim Sagov. Now Sagov, I've talked about him a little bit before in the AMC 5, I believe, recap. That was an incredible performance by Ibragim at AMC, and then he showed really good heart against the old man Todd Hutchings. But wow, Todd Hutchings, so incredible, able to pull Ibragim back from inside the press. So a lot of the rounds you will see Ibragim getting his complete shoulder commitment, and then Todd just ripping him open, taking him out of shoulder position. So much crazy elbow integrity and forearm and just shoulder pec strength from Todd Hutchings. Ibragim won 2 matches, but those were on fouls, so realistically speaking it was a 3-0. But yeah, the old man strength is real. So incredible. Now moving on, Vitaley Laletin versus Revaz Lutidze. Wow. Very unfortunate that Revaz got injured in this match, but I don't think it would have mattered the results in the end. After we saw that war in the first round, Vitaley with the low hand top roll. Those of you guys who think that low hand top roll does not use riser, watch this match between Vitaley Laletin versus Revaz Lutidze. I'm telling you, riser is still important even with a low hand top roll. Eventually he got the wrist cracked back, and after that it was game over for Revaz. Vitaley, very convincing performance. I thought that this was gonna be a bit closer. It might have been had Revaz not have been injured, but yeah, 3-0. Very unfortunate, but happy that I got this one right. Finally, the match where I got so wrong. Devon, Larratt versus Ermes, Gasparini. Oh my goodness. What in the hell happened, guys? I was so wrong for this one. Devon taking it 3-0, even flashing Ermes one of the rounds. Wow. We saw, as I predicted, Ermes was gonna get that press, but he was not able to commit. Devon masterfully handled his pronator and was able to keep Ermes from committing fully to the press. He was always focusing on the cup, turning Ermes' wrist palm up, not being able to fully access that press. Very masterfully done. Ermes, really, after like round 2 or so, he lost heart. I'm just so disappointed. It looked like he wasn't even trying to fight anymore after the second round, and yeah, very disappointing. I had Devon losing 1-3 or maybe even 0-3 in this match, but absolutely bad performance by Ermes. This was not the same guy that gave it his all against Levon. We saw the heart, we saw him giving everything he had, but for this one it looked like he just gave up. And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Might have been a mental thing, but oh well. Crucify me in the comments section, guys. I admit I was wrong for this one. Yeah, what an amazing night. Can't wait for the next East versus West. Thank you, guys.